Hey guys, so today I will be talking about what is in my bag, and this is going to be more like a chit chat video just to catch up. I've been wearing this bag almost every weekend ever since I posted that video finally that I actually went and got it. I've been wearing it nonstop, more than any other bag currently this summer. So very often, every weekend at least, I've been wearing this bag. So what do I carry in this bag? I wanted to show you because quite a lot actually fits in here, and I was very surprised when I went to the store and actually saw it in person. I mean, I know that the website provides dimensions and all, and I can just figure it out by myself, but the thing is that once you see it in person, it's like, oh wow, you know, there's a lot more space than I really kind of like initially thought. So this is how the inside looks like, and granted, a lot of things still fit, and I can even fit my cell phone in here, and it will fit just fine, and there's still a lot more space, which is great. So yeah, I do need a new phone actually, because so every time somebody calls I have to put it in speakerphone or use a wireless headphone, or if I'm in my car I can hear it just fine, but if I'm walking and I have to take a call like this, I won't be able to. And not only that, but I ran out of space for the most part, and I'm due for a new one. But these are like a vision board sticker concept. I've talked about it before, but that's what I like on the back of my phone. So also I have my car keys. I have a Dodge Challenger GT in the color black. I love this car, absolutely reliable, which I didn't expect. I love the car actually. I do have this huge pouch with it so I don't lose my car keys. That is why that is there attached, because I refuse to lose my car keys. So this is my main card holder. I use it so much, quite often. And yes, I do have my initials, and this is from Cartier, and I did an unboxing actually a while ago. I also have this cute little pouch, and here I carry my Aleve pills because I get a lot of headaches. Also, I use these same ones for period pain, and the reason why I like them is because it's a very tiny pill and it lasts 12 hours, so it's a lot less crap in there, and there's a lot less kind of like chalk. So I find these more effective for me in comparison to, believe me, everything else I've tried. Nothing else, these work. But the thing is that I'm not going to be carrying the little bottle with me because it sounds a lot, it rattles all over the place, so I don't want it to make a sound and kind of like rat me out. Oh, you have pills in there, you know what I mean? So this is more like a silent pouch, but I always have to have those with me because I don't know when the headache is gonna hit, to be honest with you. I have this hand cream. This is from Miniso, and I love this character Keroppi, and this is from Hello Kitty. So this is like a Hello Kitty friend. Really cute. I love that. I used to have a lot of Keroppi stuff in college. Really cute. And it smells really good. It's green tea, you know, the works. And my hands sometimes are super dry and I just cannot deal with it. I definitely need to carry something with me at all times. And I do have so many hand creams. I have another one over there, another one in my drawer. Plus I have all these hand creams that are pretty much new. Maybe I've used just one, but yeah. All right, so next in here I have my Tom Ford Sunnies. So I've been wearing these a lot. So this is how they look like. They're my favorite sunglasses from Tom Ford, and I wear them so often. They are just the coolest thing ever. And specifically I was wearing these this weekend because I had an emergency laser surgery on this eye, so I didn't have a full-blown retina detachment, but I was seeing some lights on this eye on the bottom, like whenever I looked down, not like all over the place, just on the bottom, like 4 or 5 lights every time I looked down, and it was just on this eye. So I was like, what is that? Because it keeps happening multiple times a day, and I was like that like for a week or two. So anyway, I was like, quite honestly, I talked to ChatGPT. I was like, what do you think about these symptoms? Because I was curious, and my ChatGPT told me, go to the doctor today, pretty much call right now. And I was like, oh my god, ChatGPT has never been this certain. All right, so that's what I did. Thanks to ChatGPT, oh my god. So what I did was I definitely called my ophthalmologist. I went in and she referred me immediately somewhere else, like a surgery doctor that specializes in retina issues, I guess. So then he wasn't available that day, but I went in the next day, which was Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. So the thing is that I was like, okay. So anyway, I finished work a little earlier because I worked a lot during the week. And that was kind of unplanned, actually. Unplanned for this purpose. But the thing is that I went into the doctor and she referred me to the other place. I went the next day and they took a look. They did a lot more testing. So he said, I just have a tear, not an actual detachment, because detachment would have been a lot worse. So they did have to do like a surgery with laser. So, and I was like right there and there, like, do you want to do it now? It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Long story short, you know, obviously I went through my whole questionnaire. Obviously I don't know these people. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not a specialized doctor in this type of area. So I obviously had a lot of questions. And so I decided to just do it. I was already there. I was like, you know, we went over pros and cons, you know, and all that. So I just decided to do it. So they did laser my eyeball and I was so scared because do you remember the movie Final Destination? It was giving Final Destination moment. Okay, that's such a millennial thing, but I know it's very millennial, and I'm just like a super millennial person, definitely. I mean, come on, like that is just what? Like I'm a super like healthy person and now all of a sudden I have to do the surgery. Crazy. Here's the other part. I did select a less intense anesthesia because they had like a needle thing. They don't poke your eye, but they place it like on top of the eye with anesthesia, and I was like, no. I've seen Final Destination several times. Hell no, I'm not gonna have a needle on my eyeball. So anyway, they brought a gel. It was anesthesia. It was a lot less effective, I guess. So I was like, all right, let's just do it this way. And we did. It was really freaky, and the machine looked like you were just initiating an kind of like government experiment. I don't know. It was but it was not, okay? It was like going into the ophthalmologist's office. It's kind of like that standing. So I didn't have to lay down at all. It was just like, not standing, but just sitting, just like this. And then there's a huge machine, and then, yeah, it was a whole thing. But the laser, once it went into my eye, it didn't really kind of like bother my eye in the moment. It was more, what I felt like was like more like a laser pointing at my brain. And initially, the first couple of lasers, it didn't hurt. But then it progressively got a little worse and a little worse, like more uncomfortable, and it hurt predominantly my brain. I felt like it was kind of like targeting my brain and causing me to have like headaches. And then it went away once the laser thing was done for. It lasted like 5 minutes. So then I had to wear these on the ride home with these. So I put these on first because the bright light, since my pupil was dilated, I couldn't really open my eye that much. Both eyes actually, because they were both dilated. So this is how I was driving. Well, my husband was driving me. Anyway, so yeah, what a fun weekend. I could have been out and about on lakes. Nope. I couldn't swim for 2 days. That was the instruction. And pretty much, so all weekend I've been pretty much in here. Back to I feel better. It did hurt when I came back home. It did hurt. So it didn't give me a prolonged headache at the moment when I was still in the doctor's office. But then once I came home, sat down, had some water, something to eat. After a little bit, I had a more persistent headache. And then I didn't feel like opening my eyes, so I was not on my phone. So yeah, I did fall asleep, and I had to have a nap because my headache was just kind of intense, and I didn't take any pills either. So normally I would take those, but I don't know. I just thought that a nap would be better, and that's what I did. And the next day I felt a lot better as well, and I was able to drive and all that, and I ran some errands. But yeah, no beach, unfortunately. No cute little patio in front of the lake. Nope. So I just ran a couple of errands. I went to Home Goods. I got some stuff for the house that I needed, and that was it. I've been here all weekend. Oh, and then today's Sunday. I feel definitely better. I still don't feel like I can like just rub my eye. So I'm just gonna leave it alone and not spend as much time on my phone. And then tomorrow is like back to work. I'm not taking days off. Next is this cute mirror. Yeah, it's just so convenient, easy, and I just don't carry a powder anymore, a powder compact. And summer, I don't know, maybe it's because of the heat and I just don't want to like pack powder. I don't know. And plus I don't get that shiny anymore nowadays. The Buxom Big O, I love this. So it leaves the prettiest tint on your lips, and that is what I love wearing first before applying lipstick. Like a really pretty balm that will allow me to have really soft unchapped lips. I have this New York pen. I love it. I got it when I went to New York. Really great pen. I always like that, to get I Love New York pens and stuff like that. I just love that. Wireless headphones. I always have to have a pair with me because of the phone issue, and also like sometimes if I'm out and about and I'm waiting or I have some idle time, I will put on my headphones and I will listen to TikTok or any Insta story. Okay, so I have this hair tie. I always have to have a hair tie, especially now in summer. These are my favorite hair ties. These are kind of like the lace because it doesn't break your hair. I don't like using hair ties that break my hair. It has to be really soft to it because I'm still dealing with like split ends and that type of thing. And talking about split ends, I did cut my hair a little bit because it was getting like really long and it looked unpolished. Like, yeah, I definitely like very long hair, but I'm also not 20 years old, so I cannot get away with the same kind of like style, if that makes sense. I mean, I could, but I do have like self-recognition, so I decided to cut my ends a little bit. So I cut like 1 or 2 inches, and I do like it. It looks really cute, it looks nice, looks more profesh in the workplace. So that is another reason why I did it, is because like to look more professional at work, and also I did take new professional pictures, so yay. And then I have this pouch. So I have cash here. I got this pouch recently and I showed it in my last video. So I do have this in there. So this is a hand sanitizer, and yeah, the last flight I had was with United, so I just kept the wipe, and then I have some cash in here. And the last item I have is the lipstick I'm wearing today, which is a Gucci lipstick, but it's a bit more sheer, so it looks very kind of like natural. So pretty much I've been loving this color because it looks very summer. So the color looks very intense on the tube, which when you apply it, it's not that intense. It's like really pretty actually, because I don't really like really intense colors, but I really like this. And also the packaging is just so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. Let me show you the color. Isn't that so cute? Like absolutely beautiful. And I've been wearing this in combination with the Rhode Pocket Blush and the color Juice Box. Almost the same color, and that's what I have on my cheeks too, because it feels like I have more of a suntan, and then it looks really cute with this. That combination is just genius. So I put everything back in again. So now I'm going to show you how it looks on, and I do have a tank top on today because it is literally 90 degrees out, even though it's kind of nighttime. It's 9:05, but being outside today felt like I was in an oven. That's how hot it is today. So these shorts are from Aritzia. I love these shorts. I've been wearing them all summer, And then this tank top is from Zara, which is cotton. They are doing like a lot of cotton tank tops, and I'm going to do, my next video is going to be all about tank tops because it's just 90 degrees out and it's just a lot. This is how it looks like. So this is what I've been wearing pretty much predominantly, and I am so happy that I got this color. I've been wearing it like non-stop all summer, and I really like when I overthink things to this level and degree, okay? Because I know in the end, this is just me, I'm not making this up. I've been like this for years and years and years. My mom is sick of it to the point she calls it debates. Oh, you and your debates. But they work. They work. And that's why I will keep doing these debates, and I will keep analyzing, and I will keep doing this method, which is like absolutely completely going through my checklist to help me make the best decision, because I think that's the best thing you can do. Like, run all scenarios. What are the pros, cons? What is worst case scenario, best case scenario, and then make a decision from there. That's what I like to do. It works for me, period. And I love this bag because, especially for here in the US, it goes so well. So many people are wearing the Anjou predominantly here. That's the bag that I've seen the most in the same color, but also in other colors. But I've not seen anybody yet with this specific bag. But this bag, the East West Vanier, is just so me. It's just so my style. The Anjou, I do like it. It did look cute. The issue is the straps. It is too short. It is just too short, and I just feel like every single brand, they're doing kind of like the same thing when it comes to these cute little totes or bucket bags, because Louis Vuitton now has bucket bags. And I did see one, and I did like it initially, but it's kind of like the same thing. The strap is not long enough. So yeah, I love this bag. I'm really glad that I'm a natural overthinker. I just think that that's just a secret formula to winning. I definitely have checklists for everything, you guys. Everything. So yeah, that is it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos every week. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye.